Okay, I generally avoid and dislike negativity, and I think that's where I'm heading with this. Critique is fair game 24/7, but this kind of feels like it's past critique and it's just pettiness on my part, which is not normal for me. I dislike that, but it's driving me out of my mind. I have to get this off my chest. I don't want to couch this in a million "I'm so excited about what comes with an unannounced feature and item update" disclaimers. Like, it's really annoying that that's how the internet works now. I am excited for this. I'm having a lot of fun restarting my island to make a resort island in preparation. Like, I'm genuinely so excited for the 3.0 release. Like, you don't even know. Obviously, if you're an Animal Crossing fan, you do know, but I can't stop thinking about how obtrusive the new hotel is while it's sticking out of our dock, and I need to rant, okay? This is just so obtrusive. I understand in real life it is entirely possible to build homes on stilts in the water and off of docks. It looks really cool in real life a lot of the time, but here it just looks clunky and awkward to me. Like, why does this look so awkward? Why are we suddenly getting a giant resort building on our abandoned island that we still don't really have full facilities for if we're comparing it to previous games? Why can't we control where it goes like we can with the other buildings? Obviously for Kapp'n's trade missions, that's the big reason, but that seems like something that could just run off of the dock while we can still control where the resort part of the hotel goes. Look, I was very big into modding in New Leaf and Wild World. I would mod in New Horizons if my computer can handle it, but it can't. If you weren't playing Animal Crossing during the New Leaf era, you do not understand how unstoppable modders were. Nintendo was patching New Leaf basically every other week in attempts to stop us and never could. New Horizons letting us terraform and move and place our buildings is very obviously Nintendo's response to how annoying that had to be for them. Also, let's be real, they very much have ruined real people's lives over litigation and personally showing up at their homes as an overreaction to people modding and attempting preservation that Nintendo hasn't even really done to take care of their own IP, but that's a whole different topic. Anyway, I'm just turning this into a lot of rants, apparently. The whole premise of New Horizons is that we're taking over an abandoned island, we're building over its existing flora and fauna, doing whatever we want to it, so we have direct control over where the museum and shops are at any given time now. 5 years after what was said to be the final update, well, really, yeah, this is coming out in 2026, so 5 years. All of a sudden, we're getting a new building, but we're still working with a base level Nook shop. In previous games, we could upgrade Nook shop to a bunch of different types of shops, new features and items in each one. It's always been weird that we can't now, even after Nook says we've turned the island from being abandoned to develop. But now this is happening. We're getting a whole new resort, but we still only have a base level Nook shop. Also in the 3.0 announcement trailer, the narrator described using Kapp'n's DIY trade missions as Nook wanting to spread brand awareness. I think that's a very gross phrase to use with Animal Crossing, and New Horizons in general is antithetical to a lot of the core of Animal Crossing's soul as gaming has changed over the years. And it seems like they had initially developed an Animal Crossing game, but then turned it into developing a Sims competitor at some stage in the process. But Nook, Tom Nook, Mr. Tanuki, sir, if you are all about increasing brand awareness now, why aren't you upgrading your shop? Why don't we have Nookingtons? Why don't we have TNT Emporium? Like, come on. I really hope shop upgrades are going to be part of 3.0 and make me look like a fool on that point, but not being able to control where Kapp'n's new hotel will be after being so used to basically playing a neo-colonialism god is driving me out of my mind right now. Why is a children's game driving me out of my mind right now? I know no one in general, and especially in Nintendo, is like logging into the internet.com to read or hear my opinions and make game dev decisions based on them, and I don't want that. That sounds an exhausting level of responsibility to handle. But Nintendo, please let us control where the new hotel will go, or give us the option to fly to it like we can fly to Harv's or Happy Home Paradise, or at the very least, let us redesign its exterior and give us shop upgrades that we can redesign those exteriors as well, so that all of these buildings will actually finally look like they belong in the same place for once. I don't know. I just need to get this off my chest and yell it into the void because I'm very excited for a lot of 3.0 and the possibility of them hinting what the new game in the franchise will be like they did with giving us Desert Escape as a mini game in New Leaf. But I just Like, my first reaction to seeing the new resort in the trailer was like, what? That looks so awkward. It just looks awkward. I feel like I'm being so petty. Like, this does not feel like critique. It just feels like me being petty. Like, if this is gonna be what happens, can you at least give us shop upgrades and redesigns? I want all of my buildings to look like they belong in the same place, and they don't. They just don't. And I'm choosing to redesign my entire island to be a resort to fit with how the resort building looks. Like, that is a very conscious choice on my part, but it doesn't its aesthetic does not match what Mushroom was. I reset Mushroom to make Palm Grove. Also, like, I very much thought this would be like a 30-second rant. I did not think it would be this long. Why do I have this many feelings about a building design in this is a children's game, and I realize it's not children playing this. It's all of us people who are like in our 20s to 40s who played Animal Crossing as children and grew up with it. I realize we're the ones keeping this franchise alive. Anyway, rant over. I'm going back to being excited for 3.0. I'm having a lot of fun building up my new island for 3.0's release. Oh snap, I still need to put my PTO request in. I'm gonna take the 14th through the 16th off of work because I already don't remember who. I saw someone post somewhere a reminder that ACNH 2.0 was released a day early. I'd completely forgotten about that. So I'm taking off the 14th from work just in case. And if it's not released early, then I'll spend that day doing whatever, I don't know what. But anyway, rant over.